In one of the largest seizures of narcotics till date, the Narcotics Control Bureau late last week impounded around 2,500 kgs of high-purity methamphetamine worth about Rs 12,000 crores by intercepting a mothership carrying drugs in the Indian waters. 134 sacks of methamphetamine, a suspected Pakistani national, speedboat and some other goods were seized from the mothership. They were taken to Mathancheri Wharf in Kochi and given to the NCB for further action. This operation was conducted jointly by the Indian Navy and the NCB officials. Indian authorities were alerted after receiving a tip-off which led to the identification of a vessel that was intercepted by the Indian Navy. Now, one of the key questions it gives rise to is, what is a mothership? Motherships are big sea-going ships that transport significant amounts of illegal drugs for distribution to receiving vessels along the route. Smaller ships known as dhows take up the contraband from the mothership and transport it to its designated locations when they are stationed in international waters with bulk cargo. According to reports, the mothership was intercepted near Oman in the Indian Ocean, and it was carrying contraband that was intended for shipment to the Maldives, Sri Lanka and India. The entire discovery and seizure operation was carried out under a 1.5-year-old initiative called Operation Samudragupta. Operation Samudragupta was launched in January 2022 by NCB. Under the leadership of Deputy General Operations Sanjay Singh. The primary mission of the operation was to capture drug trafficking ships in the Indian Ocean region. The operation's main goal is to gather actionable intelligence that could result in the interception of ships transporting illegal drugs. The first joint mission carried out by the Indian Navy and NCB led to discovery and seizure of 529 kgs of hashish, 221 kgs of methamphetamine and 13 kgs of heroin in the open water of Gujarat's coast in February 2022, all coming from Balochistan and Afghanistan. This was the third major seizure by NCB since Operation Samudragupta was launched in February 2022 to disrupt maritime drug trafficking. According to NCB, 3,200 kgs of methamphetamine, 500 kgs of heroin and 529 kgs of hashish has been seized in Operation Samudragupta so far. According to NCB's Deputy General Sanjay Singh, last week's drug seizure was the greatest in terms of dollar amount. Methamphetamine trafficking, popularly known as crystal meth, is one of the major problems for drug enforcement agencies. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime published a report in 2022 that stated that methamphetamine trafficking was expanding regionally, with 117 nations reporting seizures of the drug from 2016 to 2020 compared to just 84 countries between 2006 and 2010. Between 2010 and 2020, crystal meth seizures increased by a factor of 5. The UN report states that between 2020 and 21, global opium output increased by 7% to 7,930 tons, primarily due to an increase in production in Afghanistan.